Is this real? You can be on the sound effects. Let me just make sure that let me just check to make sure that the MIDI controller setup is working. MIDI controller, Pacer one. I have to do it every time. Every time. Hey, do me a favor and push number 3 right there with your foot. Everybody, give it up. Spacely Dubz. I feel like it should be Dubz. Spacely Dubz. Here we go. How are you doing? You're gonna be on this microphone. Let's see if we can get you.
Yo,
Where's your USB at?
my USB is in my pocket like always.
It's in your pocket.
It's like super secure.
Hey, I'm gonna eject you.
I was just testing that
Can we
shit I
get
just made.
can we get L's in chat for
R.I.P. Alien USB.
R.I.P.
Hey
Alien
man, you never know until you plug that microphone or the USB until it's gonna work. It's like my biggest fear ever.
Dude, so
That shit in it doesn't work, bro.
Wait, how many?
you
I've played a decent amount of shows,
That's
but
what
I
I'm
always
saying.
get.
I'm not stressing anymore. I know that shit's gonna work. As long as I play on something I've played before.
It's working. It's working.
so get out of here. You're not allowed to get. So, dude, earlier I shared the video for this, and you shared a story on Instagram that had the link to YouTube. I gotta know how to do that. You gotta tell me.
You gotta be good with social media. I think you
yeah,
gotta
you
click
need to
the.
give me some
you gotta
tips.
click right here, bro.
Yeah,
You gotta do.
you got that shit on lock.
You gotta go.
Oh, you did take this one. Oh, that means
Go
go
to
with
add
this story.
story.
Add story, and then
Whatever. And then click the sticker.
the sticker.
Look at all these, and then you got
I know-
link, poll, everything.
So, yo, that's L's. That's L's in chat. That's L's all day long because I did not know how to do that. And when I saw that you reposted my story and it had the YouTube link, I was
Yeah.
like, God damn it!
And I saw other people.
I gotta
reposting
figure
it.
out how to fucking do that because this is the whole game, and I'm lacking at my own game.
Yep, I got
Can
it.
I get L's in chat? No.
I saw other people reposting it too, so that was cool.
Can I get a shot? Can someone pour potato with shot, motherfucker? No, but seriously, let's get into this because this is dude. So, where are you from, and what brought you to Denver?
I'm from Burlington, Colorado, a
You're-
town way east, right on the border of Kansas.
You're from Burlington?
Yep, in the boonies.
No, I know Burlington. Do you want a shot too?
I'll take one, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get the home. I'm not gonna do a shot
That's where it got
without
crazy.
him having one. So, dude, Burlington, that's not. It's not Denver. That's not Fort Collins. It's not the West. That's like East Denver.
It's a
You're
small,
practically
it's a
Kansas.
small packed community. Everybody knows everybody.
Everybody knows everybody. Did you? So, how, you grew up in that community.
Yep, yep.
You became a man in that community. Do you still know people from? Here, dude, give me a shot, brother.
Let's go.
Because we might get into some deep shit. You might get mad at me for some things I might bring up.
Yum. We can vape on here, yeah.
Dude, vape away. Vape away.
I vape.
Ralph, you got dicks in chat. You got the camera operations. All right, cool.
Oh, sweet,
Right.
man. Yeah, I got. This is good.
That's what I thought you said.
What was the town name?
Burlington.
Burlington.
Yep.
And Burlington is like it's like the Eastern Plains. What was it like growing up on the Eastern Plains of Colorado? Did you have tornado warnings every day?
No, it's just like, it's like Groundhog Day. It's like every day is the same day. You do the same thing, the same people, the same roads. Like, it's crazy. I mean, it's super small town. It's like, what are we gonna do today?
I think a lot of people don't associate Colorado with small towns. But we do have small towns. We have small mountain towns. We have small eastern towns where we have that kind of a vibe. So you are but even though it doesn't feel like it, maybe in some ways, you are a true blue Colorado native. You're totally allowed to take that off. Yeah, unravel it, get it totally out there. Take command of the situation.
I am.
But you are a true blue Colorado native.
Yep.
What brought you more into town and like to be part of the Denver culture?
Into Denver, man. The opportunities, dude. There's so many opportunities in Burlington. You don't have anything. They have like a small community college. I went to college in Kansas, and then
You went to college in
I
Kansas?
went to college in Kansas. Yep.
And they don't have a lot of opportunities. So that's what you're
Small
saying.
town, another small town, man.
What did you study in college?
What I study? I just went to get my associates, but music is what brought me there. So I got
Music's what's what?
I got a full ride scholarship on music.
What's brought you there, and what brought you back?
Yep.
So where you?
Colby, Kansas. The Trojans.
The
The
Trojans.
Trojans, man. You go into the office, they just got a big old bucket of Trojans. You just fucking go in there and grab them. Yeah.
Yo,
They say
that's
safe sex on campus.
uh,
For sure.
dude. So some of your posts are the first post that referenced Spacely are back in 2016, and you were calling yourself Mr. Spacely.
Mr. Spacely.
Mr. Spacely.
I was him. I am him.
You are
I've
Mr.
been
Spacely.
through a lot of progression through my musical career.
So how did that evolve? How did you come from Mr. Spacely to Spacely today?
Man, dude, I mean, I've always been into music. I took piano lessons when I was like 6, 7, and just started, playing piano. Played the organ at church, and then just kind of built like musically. I found out about YouTube, a bunch of other options, and I was just able to learn how to like upload videos and make music. And then I downloaded like the first DAW I started on was Studio One.
Yo, so we were gonna get into DAWs at a certain point, especially when we go back to listening to some of these earlier tracks that you put out. I'll go ahead and get this linked up just for that in advance. But I mean, even before that, so you started with Mr. Spacely was kind of your original idea.
Yep.
Now you're doing Spacely Dubz.
Yep.
When did that?
It was Mr. Spacely when I was in high school, because like I've always had the tag Spacely, like Spacely, since I started producing music. It just came naturally. Like my middle name is Lee. It's Lee. And the very first, like, if you go way back, you'll see that it says Mr. Spacely, but it's Spaclee, like my middle name.
Lee.
People started calling me Spackly, and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, no,
Like Spike
it's
Lee.
not Spackly. So I changed it from Spackly to Mr. Spacely just because, like, it was cool. I have a gym teacher that's probably, this dude changed the entire career for me. He always, like, supported me. He had a boom box in gym class in the big old gym, and he would always let me, like, aux up. And he'd be like, yo, Spacely, he's all go play some shit. And so I would go and hook up and play some new tunes I made. But, I started playing like shows, and then a couple even when I was in high school. So he's like, bro, you're more of a DJ. He's like, why not like DJ Spacely?
You knew that you wanted to be a producer, and you knew that the medium to show the world your music would be through DJing for a long time.
So I changed my name to DJ Spacely.
DJ Spacely.
And so it went from Mr. Spacely, Mr. Spackly to Mr. Spacely to DJ Spacely, and I went from there. So I was like 16. I mean, I started producing music, and the way I started was just making beats, and I started selling them on YouTube.
You started selling? Did you sell any beats?
I was hella beats. Hell yeah.
Really?
I was selling beats on
Dude, fuck
YouTube,
yeah.
bro. And people would buy them. I would sell them for like $300,
Well, you were really into
$700,
hip-hop back
like
in the day.
$1,000. Yeah. So I was just selling beats, and then I went to, let's see, I want to keep this all on track, but I went to Global Dance. I went to my first festival, when I was.
What year were you at the global dance? 'Cause that also changed my life
Oh
last
man,
year.
I think like
but
2000. Well, it's 18 and up, right? Global
18
dance.
and up.
So it would have been when I was 18. I went to my first global dance. It was Excision back-to-back dance.
Where was the location at?
The Broncos Stadium.
Yeah, was it in the stadium or in the parking
Outside.
lot? Yeah.
So it was Excision back-to-back Datzig, I think, and I mean, my fucking mind was blown.
That's what made.
And I went back home to my laptop and I was like, I gotta make some of that shit.
Yeah.
Like I have to. And I mean, I started fucking around. I just started looking up and learning, investing. I was like, what is this music? How do you make it? Like I'm musically inclined. You know,
Yeah.
that's what I went to school for. I got a full ride scholarship for music. I was the only one in my high school class that got a non-academic full ride scholarship for music. And it was pretty cool because like I went to Elitch's. I won state for trumpet solo. And
Dude, you can play wind instruments. You can play trumpet.
yep, piano. So like I'm musically inclined. And
Yeah.
when you do take, you know, these noises that we call fucking, like most people are just like, that's just noise. You're able to put it into actual, like, you know, it's chords, it's progressions, it's melodies, it's E minor, D major, like C, like you could play in any key. I don't know. A lot of producers that I've met that are like up and coming, they stick to two fucking like keys. It's either E or D. Like that's just what they do. And it is. And that's the thing. But you're like, I've noticed a lot of producers in like a block where they're like, oh, it's got to be E major, E minor, D major, D minor. But like you take that shit to like B flat, like anything, bro. B, C, A. You're expanding your creativity to places that like you wouldn't even think is possible. You know, you can make awesome songs in another key. That's one
or
thing.
even in modes, or like in augmented modes, like I've been working in a little bit in Mixolydian flat 6,
Right.
and that's like the soundtrack for oh god, that we're all partying here, but I can think in my head the one where it was the one where they spin the top to decide if they're in the dream or not. Which movie is that? Inception. So Inception. Hans Zimmer did the he did the score for that, and that is in Mixolydian flat 6.
Oh yeah. There's lots.
And
bro.
I've been
augmented,
working on it.
demented. There's all kinds of chords. Like,
Dude.
I mean,
I think that-
especially with like.
We found my true challenger when it comes to music theory and stuff.
I'm not
I
the
think-
best, you know. There's definitely
No,
better out there,
and
bro,
neither am
but-
I. Yeah. But as you can see, we are surrounded by classical instruments.
Yep.
I had to actually make room for my weighted key piano. I had a weighted key piano out here, and I had to make room for it for this,
like
which
funny-
is an organ. I think the organ is the ultimate instrument. Have you seen
It
organs
is,
that
yeah.
are
My grandpa,
they
bro.
have to construct buildings to make an organ? So your grandpa has worked on
if
organs.
if my mom or dad, I know they're watching this, but my mom's mom and dad had a fucking organ in the basement, bro. I would always run down there and like fuck around with it. I'd be like, beep, 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 like just going down on the organ, man, and that was like a highlight of my childhood. The
really
organ.
quickly, because I want to talk about your dad. You probably celebrated his birthday last week on June 20th, and when I went really deep into your Instagram profile, it seems like you were really close with him.
Right.
How are you feeling about?
So I mean, I'm adopted. My mom and dad adopted me when I was like 4, and then when I was about like 12 or 13, I started snooping around in like my parents' shit. Okay. I found my biological parents' stuff. Got in contact with them, and then I got in contact with like my biological family, And I never met my mom. You know, my biological mom died when she was 36 from alcohol poisoning. So I mean, I knew
shots.
about her. I knew about her, but
so
like
sorry.
I was in like I think middle school when she passed. So
Okay.
I was like, damn. But I had my dad, and like me and my dad talked on the phone a lot. We had plans to meet, and then yeah, I was like, fuck, what was that? 13, I think, maybe something like that.
2013 is.
Yep.
So the what I'm. So now you're explaining a much more complicated situation than what I was understanding,
Yep.
and this is why I love doing these interviews and getting deeper into it. Because what I saw was you were standing over a tombstone
Yep.
of someone who was born on June 20th in 1965 and then passed away in
Yep.
2013 in March.
That was my biological
That's
dad.
your biological
Yep.
dad.
We talked
And
for.
did you ever meet or interact with him?
I wasn't able to. I
And
I
you're
talked
just
to
like,
him on the
"Hey,
phone a
what's up?
lot.
Hey, Dad."
I talked to him on the phone a lot. You
But
know.
you never met him in person.
Never, bro. But we planned on it. We really did. I was gonna go up there, and then he passed away. He committed suicide. Honestly, so that was just
Wow, okay.
you know that's life. I think that's just
I
something
think a
that
lot of people would say that this is like a lot of trauma. People would look at what your situation is and they would say that this is very traumatic. But now you come out
and
of
it did. But like
and you're a brilliant artist and
Right.
you're making your own music. How do you think that impacts the way that you make your
well,
music and
there's
the way you do your stuff?
if you like, I'm sure you haven't even done it, but you said I have quite the portfolio. If you
have an
if
incredible
you go
portfolio.
if you go way back to like
I went
2016, 2015, I don't know. I made a song for him. I mean, I had two amazing
pull it
parents.
up.
I have two amazing parents that raised me from
and those
when
are
I
your
was a
parents.
baby. Exactly.
As an adopted kid,
So
those are
they
your parents.
those are my parents. My dad chose to, kill himself. And that's
Jesus.
that's just life. You know,
We're gonna
he
have to
had
censor that.
he had things that just were going on in his life that I had no idea about. And that was the route he took. I can't do anything about that. But I did go down for his funeral.
Would
And
you
that's
be
when I
opposed?
met
Would you
all
be
his
opposed to
family.
letting me give you a hug?
No. So that's when I met. That's when I met all his family.
I didn't know you had gone through. I didn't know you'd gone through all this shit, bro. And when I was coming, I was like gonna kind of try and just like bring up past stuff
Yep.
and be like, dude, but you've been through a fuckload. You've revealed much more to me in the last
Bro, you got no idea.
10 minutes that I had no idea about, and this is incredible. And when I do these interviews, I try to really be very authentic, like really try to reach into the artist's past and try to, because you are an artist.
Yep.
This I think that a lot of people forget about this. When we make music, we are artists, and we are painting
Expression.
a picture.
Expressing,
We're
yeah.
expressing ourselves through audio, through the technology that we understand.
Yep.
And I am fucking kind of, I feel embarrassed a little bit about bringing some of this up, but I feel like this might be something for you through the ages that might be content for you.
It's built who I am as a person. Trauma always does. And it wasn't like the most traumatic thing. You know, like out of everything that happened, I went to Louisiana. I met my biological family. And like hung out with all of them. I met my dad's dad,
In
all
Louisiana.
his family. Yeah, they're all down south. I went to Louisiana, Alabama, Florida, Mississippi, Arkansas, Texas. I met them all. Like, I met my whole biological family.
And
I'm
you know
still in
what?
contact with them today.
That's what was super confusing to me when I was going through your Instagram. I thought that you might have been from Louisiana.
I was born in Denver.
But you were born in Denver
yep.
and you grew up in
Colorado.
East Colorado.
Yep.
But according to your old Instagram, that's a lot of the posts that you were doing back then.
Damn, you did
Dude,
your research.
So you have such a deep past. I don't want to fucking do this more. I want to move on to the next part of this. Yeah. Let's all dry our eyes. Can we get towel? Can we get towels in chat?
Yo, I got one.
Plaquemine.
Yo,
it's
Spacely.
It's like an hour away from Baton Rouge.
So, when can we get a crazy ass dubstep song that you make that has like you shredding on an organ in it? Can we make
Man,
like some
on
some
the
pray for
organ?
Riddim type shit? Can we like can we do something like
You'd
that?
have to play my song from the Toll Count.
So you're an
EP.
organ player. This is an organ manual. This is built this is built to imitate like a Hammond organ manual.
Hell yeah.
Can you play fucking
There's-
organ like
there's-
that? Like, can
there's
you just
one
like actually like you're fucking Bach?
Honestly, probably not.
Who's the
bro.
best organ? The best organist of all time is clearly Bach. Bach was the #1 greatest organ player and composer of all time.
You even look at like I'll take Virtual Riot right now, bro. He's super musically inclined, bro. Super musically inclined. Like you watch his tutorials, his breakdowns, like he is musically inclined. And it's like I start all my fucking songs in a piano.
You do?
Yeah, bro.
We share that. That's what.
Because
Right.
you
I don't
can
wanna
play
make-
it in
it's not a-
piano and then you just
not about me.
replace that shit with Serum and go from there.
I do the same
Like-
thing. So we're in my studio right now. What I'll say is I start all my melodies and harmonies on piano. I do all my beats live on the push.
That shit's
So
crazy.
I program in my
I do it
beats
all by
hand.
laptop, mouse, and
Well,
all.
I feel like you do the same. So, but you're also very clearly into the bass culture, like fashion, because you've designed several jerseys. Tell me about the jerseys, brother.
Jerseys are
'Cause
cool, bro.
We all want to be decked
You know,
out.
I don't think like it matters. You know, when I had T-shirts, Spacely, like to a point. You know, branding is very important. Branding. Spacely
seems
is
like-
kind of catchy, bro. There's no other artists out there
the fashion
that
is
uses
specifically
Spacely.
about bass culture with the
Um,
jerseys.
And
Well,
yeah,
maybe-
so like these jerseys, I made three of them, and I have 3 more in the works right now. So
Really?
they're just gonna be limited edition.
So tell me about the number 24.
24 is just
What does 24 mean to you?
24 is it's the year, bro. It's 2024. So like
That's why the number on the back of the jersey is
Yeah,
24.
24.
So every year it'll be the new year.
Oh, these new designs I got, shit.
So
bro.
maybe you'll
No.
say 25 on the back.
Possibly. You know.
Okay,
it's crazy 'cause
I'm sorry. I was really hoping that
being-
24 was like a very special number that to
not
you like
to me,
deeply.
no,
After the
This was
father's stuff, I was like,
2024.
you're like 24 is just the year, man.
It's just so you can see people at your show, right? So it's just like when you see people at your shows and they have a jersey, say like if you'd been
Right.
making jerseys in 2019, you see like a 19, and you know like, oh, that's a fucking real one right
Yep,
there.
yep,
Like
yep,
I don't even know you, and I
Yep.
know that you fucking know my shit. At
One
this
of the
point.
one of the coolest experiences.
dope, I get it.
I've been
I
tagged.
fuck with that for sure.
I've been tagged in posts. There was one in Ohio. So someone
Ohio,
spotted-
Skibbity Riz, Ohio.
Someone was
Brain
spotted
rot.
wearing one of this exact jersey, bro, in an Ohio club. Someone took a picture and tagged me. They knew me and they were like, "Yo, someone's rocking your shit." And I got that
No
picture
fucking
back,
way.
and I was like it's crazy, bro, because I've
Should've
sold
just said
I've
Skibbity
sold over
Riz,
like
Ohio.
200 of these. So like I'm not a big artist, bro, but like I'm out there, you
You're
know.
up and coming. Dude, you're verified on Instagram. You have like 2,000,
You
2,500
gotta
followers.
pay
You're-
for that shit.
You're fucking good. You didn't pay for any file. I feel like you're very
it's
organic.
cool because being verified is like there's benefits to being verified and not verified. When you're not verified, like you go look up certain artists that you look up to, they're not verified on Instagram. And the bonus of that is you're able to upload your profile picture to whatever the fuck you want. Because right now it has to be like your face. Because like they do like all these security measures. So you have to be verified and blah blah blah. It helps me as a person to know that like I am verified though, honestly. And jerseys that I have 3 different kinds. And I've sold way more than I thought I really would. I have a good fan base, and I got one more jersey in the car. I'm sold out right now, but I gave the last blue jersey I have with the spaceship on it off my back to somebody at a club. He wanted it.
For real?
Yeah, he wanted it,
Dude,
and I was like, I'm sold out right now, and he was like, I want that shit. And I
We
was
got
like,
we got a real one.
I can order them.
Okay.
But
When
they
you
take
order
like
some,
they
let me
take like
know.
a week. They take like a week to get in.
Whenever you do a big order of those, let me know, because I have those exact shorts like to a fucking T,
Oh, okay.
Told me that, yeah.
Okay. Dude. But
What's up?
you know what? This ended up being a way more wholesome interview than I thought it would be. So we're gonna break it up by going into one of our favorite program. Explain that gram or explain that cloud. I went deep into your SoundCloud account, and I can clearly say this is the first time I found something that I thought might actually be embarrassing.
Yup.
To
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
This is my new mixtape.
Yeah. Smoking tree up on the ski top. 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 Yes, we are blessed. Yes, I got all the smoke up in my chest. Don't get it wrong, I learned from the best. Please don't put my skills to the test. Because if you decide to, then you will be completely screwed. I just like to fuck with people, fuck with me. Order that pizza, better have that pepperoni. Yeah, I seen that girl, man, she look hella cute. Got her 7 digits, now we bout to screw. I look into her eyes, it's like the ocean
no shame, obviously, dude. Of course.
I was like 16, bro.
I seen her.
So this was the first beat you ever made. Not even like you made other
The
beats.
first one
This
you
was
put
the first one
on
you put
YouTube
out?
or on SoundCloud.
Yep.
The first one on SoundCloud.
YouTube, SoundCloud, anything, bro. This is how I did it, bro. I started with hip hop.
And I love that this was the first time I ever.
Me and my team.
No, seriously, play it.
Down the street,
'Cause
me and my team cruising down the street.
The point of this segment is to embarrass the guest, and now clearly you are not embarrassed at all. You are so super embracing this, which is what I would really want from this segment. Is it's like you know that this is your past, this is what you used to sound like, and now
cruising down the street. Me and my team cruising down the street.
Yep.
And my team cruising down the street. Me
mad respect, dude, because
You know, like there was one
that's not
time,
even where it
bro.
ends. We gotta know.
I went down.
I thought it was so ridiculous that I got 2 of them.
When I go downtown, when I go back home, bro.
Yeah,
like,
man.
I
Yeah,
learned to-
man. Everything's going good.
Everything's going great.
Matter of fact, it's going great.
I got 2 of them because I thought it was
Yeah.
so good.
Right back at it.
I'm embarrassed by a
Said
lot
I
of
never
things
make
that I
it.
made 10 years
How
ago.
come I got all of
You're
this money?
clearly not embarrassed at all.
Fuck, I don't know. Maybe because I'm born with it. Maybe because it's a talent that you got to be born with and stick right to it. Niggas who been claiming
This
it.
is the
Niggas
TikTok
who been doing
moment.
it.
This is the
Shit
short.
ain't always easy when you see it go down. In the end, I hope I'm fucking rich. In the end, I hope you're making it. But in the meanwhile, I gotta make some money. Play my keyboard, that's why I go honey. Stroke her keys ever so gently. I'm in the shaggin' wagon, reason why I'm fucking bragging. If you see me when I got my shades on, chances are I'm high just hit on.
So clearly, this is not the kind of music you're making
Blue
now.
dream shattered, got me
But
cracking out
music
some
is
laughter
music. I
and
make
real
anything.
G's
I
do
go-
say
You were
once.
very
Don't
into
ever
hip-hop
think
in the
twice.
old- when I was really
I
growing
still
up.
am, bro.
never
Like
think
I
Well,
ghost
so-
produce, honestly, bro. I do beats. I have an alias where I do hip hop.
So that's kind of something I want to talk about really quick before we get into your set. Before we end this interview, because this has been one of the best interviews. We've done only 3 of these so far with Prismatic, Schwartz, and you. And this is like, dude, this has been one of the coolest ones. But I really got to say, so like a lot of guys that get into heavy, like rhythm, dubstep, they're really into metal, like heavy, hardcore guitar music. You're coming at it from a more of a hip hop background. Can you tell me a little bit about how you're a hip hop guy coming into rhythm and dubstep, where you're maybe seeing other people that are from a metal background that are in hip hop and dubstep?
Started with Wiz Khalifa, man.
Yeah,
Wiz
dude,
Khalifa
exactly.
was
Yeah,
it,
at the
bro.
bottom of your fucking thing, it was Wiz Khalifa.
Wiz
Yeah,
Khalifa was the
down,
shit
bro.
for me. I looked up to him because like he did what he wanted. Like obviously, yeah, he was smoking weed and shit, but like he was just being himself,
We all
embracing
smoking weed and
himself,
shit, bro.
and he was so proud of what he stood behind, like his brand, his culture, Taylor Gang or die. And I was just like, fucking Spacely or die.
Spacely or die. And that's
So-
how you came to from like the hip hop world to rhythm to
And-
heavy bass music.
And like a lot of when I started producing, so it was mainly beats, hip hop beats. I was selling beats.
yeah.
And I was in school. I was in school all the time, bro. I was the weirdo, fucking walking around with headphones, just sitting in the cafeteria like on my laptop. People would come up to me and go, "Yo, what you making, bro?" And I would show them what I'm making. And it started like going to support. People were like, "Yo, like what you working on? What you working on?" I was able to play a lot of songs in my high school class. I had a lot of support. My gym teacher Trey Hearn, shout out to him, because he really like said
we got
something
more.
one day that just made me fucking. He's like you're DJ Spacely, bro. He's like you're a beast, you're a boss. Like you got this shit. And I just started going up from there.
All right.
Um,
Yo, dude, this has been one of the coolest interviews. What I gotta say real quick is in chat, we have a new follower. I can't tell who it is anymore. I don't have those alerts. But whoever followed us, thank you so much for following me on chat. We got Plampstamp in chat. He's saying that we gotta do. Who is Plampstamp? We got.
Let's go Spacely,
he's-
yo, Days Music.
He's
bro.
saying
What's up?
he's saying
Let's
that
go,
we need
Ashley Kim.
a potato B2B set. But you know what? We might be able to do that.
Oh, back to
We can
back?
do a potato B2B set with Spacely after we let Spacely rip. We're gonna let him rip for
I
an
mean,
hour.
Oh
Okay?
shit!
What's the DC from?
Y'all about to be fucked.
We don't know. So we're gonna take a quick break, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna take a quick break, and when we come back, fucking
all gonna be-
Spacely
we're all
is
gonna
gonna
be fucked.
rip the decks
We're all
apart.
gonna- we're all
and
gonna be-
maybe after like 45 minutes, maybe an hour, we might do a potato B2B. But
We all gonna
I
be
don't have
fucking
my own original
trash.
music that ready for this shit. So we're just gonna figure this shit out. But we're gonna take a quick break, and when we're back, we're gonna fucking dive deep into
Does
shit.
anybody else
Yes.
organize their shit? I don't organize. I like know my set, and it's so fucking whack, bro.
Hey everybody, first off, I want to give a big shout out to Spacely Dubz for joining us. He clearly has put in a lot of work and is an incredible talent who's definitely going places. You can go check out his website at spacelydubz.com. Over there, you'll be able to find his show schedule, new music, and even cop some amazing merch like these really cool jerseys that even come in women's crop top styles. And don't forget to follow all the socials for Spacely, Jaylay, and Ralph Lemons. All links will be in the description. And of course, we want to thank you for making it this far. If you enjoyed this content, please consider liking and subscribing. These long-form sets are always great to put on in the background for when you're gaming or cleaning or out on a long drive. So here's a playlist right here with all of our past sets for your binging pleasure. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you on the other side.